Welcome back to the Dante's game playthrough. Dante is pointing at his dick as
I was
usual.
just almost gonna say, what is he pointing at?
Okay. There's some trivia about the artwork in the back. Okay, Dante was originally supposed to have a gun in his hand, and he was supposed to be pointing at one of the angels' heads. They took it out.
That four kids got to him.
They took it out because obviously that was a bit much. So now he just has his finger pointing down.
Wait, so they literally call that costume Classic Dante. So, are we gonna get a Devil May Cry Generations?
They call it Classic Dante because the name Original Dante was taken. They call the regular outfit Original Dante.
Why couldn't they just say Standard Dante? Because, like, I'm, maybe this is just me, but a game from the 2000s is a little bit too recent to be called Classic anything.
Well, Devil May Cry, the original, is over 10 years old at this point.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
still think that's a little bit too recent to call it Classic. Like, you wouldn't call the first, you wouldn't call
Well,
the first...
I'll give it a pass in Devil May Cry 1's case because DmC 1 basically defined a genre. But they keep bringing back Devil May Cry 3's costume. I don't really like Devil May Cry 3's costume. I wish they'd bring back 1's more often because it's very slick and cool, and yeah, they used it in the anime too, so I'm glad for that at least.
Well, no, it's more. I'm just more thinking like, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man came out in 2001 as well, and nobody calls that classic Spider-Man. They call that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
It's a vile,
Yeah.
dangerous spell I made from a
True
variety
enough.
of-
But, well, when people would talk about classic Spider-Man, they would probably be talking about, like, early campy comic Spider-Man.
Okay, whatever.
And there wasn't any other form of Dante before Devil May Cry 1, so I
No,
think
there
classic
was.
Dante
There was
could
the
work.
original classic Dante who went through Inferno.
What? Dante's Inferno? I don't think that counts.
Sure counts.
He was an Italian poet.
It's the first. No, but Dante's Inferno, aka the first self-insert fanfiction.
Also, this section is incredibly short and slightly pointless, but if you want a high mission ranking, you should probably kill things along the way across this pit.
How lenient is the timer?
Pretty lenient if you're just running through. Basically, the timer is for gravity. Cat worked some wicked magic, and this is why she's already doing more than Trish. She worked some wicked magic to basically fuck with gravity, so you can run along the wall down this sheer drop.
You could just ignore them, Dante. I want the ranking!
Yeah, what is a ranking anyway? It's a very game-like concept. Like, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going to get into that.
Well, as we all know, Dante here is a very man's man, and men have to stroke their dick every once in a while, and this is how he does it.
yeah, but
and pierce their chest with their
nobody's
fingers.
watching him. It's not like he can show off to anybody.
Yeah, no, if you want to be a true man, you go up to your bathroom and you pierce your chest with your fingers every night.
Okay, I don't want to know what's going on in your personal life, John.
Just Dante's the man's man, showing you how it's done.
But you know, there isn't really as much reason for this version of Dante to care so much about style. The reason Dante in the classic series did was because he just liked fooling around. It's like, he's, especially in 4, he's the guy who already killed the Demon Emperor of Hell. He's just sort of breezing through things. So he might as well have fun while he's at it. He's the sort of party guy, a man with guts and honor. Oh yeah, that's why I was killing everything along the way. There's also a trophy for it. Certain missions have certain objectives where if you do a certain thing, you'll get a trophy for it. Obviously, one of them is this one, but all of the trophies in this game are quotes from the classic series.
Yay?
Indeed, that was my reaction. Just as flat, just as unenthusiastic.
Oh, pre-rendered cutscene.
Pre-rendered cutscene. That. Do you want to know what that is?
Tentacle?
Close.
Someone's tentacle.
Anyway, the lava down there, it's not exactly lava, but it functions like it's lava, so don't fall in.
I wasn't planning on it.
Man, I'm thirsty.
Boss missions are usually like this. They have a short platforming and combat section at the very beginning, and then you fight the boss. There's also this quote-unquote secret mission, like, right next to the boss, so we're going to take a break and do that.
Dante, you have to destroy the Virility Factory. Yeah, but, you know, there's the secret mission here. You know.
Super special, awesome game of asteroids. Yeah.
It's a copper key mission, so it's basically a free heart piece.
Oh, yeah, checkers!
That's chess, Dante.
Lame, that's like checkers, but for boring people. So what, do you just have to run through all of the thingies?
Yep.
You have to collect them all. Yeah. Or at least 20. Or are there exactly 20?
I'm not sure. I think there's exactly 20. Which makes the structure of this mission confusing, where you have this sort of non-linear tangential pathway going.
Okay, so was there any reason why you just randomly jumped off that edge?
I think I might have gotten distracted in the real world there.
Okay, you see, that one would fuck with me, because I think that one is one I would miss.
Well, yeah. But I've already played through this game, so I knew it was there.
Oh.
Like, I don't know where everything is in this game, but I do have certain memories of things that fucked with me the first time, so I'm not gonna let them do that again.
Yeah, everyone has those kind of memories with games.
Yeah, it's exactly 20. Fuck.
Ooh.
And there's only 2 in front of me, which means I missed one.
Oh, you're boned.
Where's the one I missed?
Where?
Shit.
Redo.
Mulligans.
One thing I will say I do like, I think it might have been the one right next to me at the beginning. Oh god, I think that was the one I missed.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's terrible. I'm not even going to say the game's to blame for that. Although a checkpoint race like this would make you think you need to rush.
Well, you are being timed, so yes, you do need to rush.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Checkpoint missions usually aren't about finding the checkpoints, though.
That's
For the most part. Oh, something about the air dash. Hold down the button as you fall, and you'll sort of do a gliding descent. Which is actually necessary for that jump that I made there.
Do you drop like a rock if you don't do it?
Somewhat, yeah.
Well, technically everything drops like a rock, because aside from air resistance, everything falls at the same speed.
Ted, it's 5 in the eyes if you keep giving me retorts like that.
5 what in the eyes?
I'll let your imagination speak for you.
There we go. Got them all this time.
Well, it could be something harmless like eye drops, or, you know, it could be like scalding hot irons, you know? You need to give me more context here.
I'll slap you in the face.
Okay, you see, just be upfront with these sorts of things.
I gotta say, I don't really like the health crosses and magic crosses that you get for, that you get. I really just prefer the blue orbs and yellow orbs and purple
The
orbs.
same function, I guess. Wait, it's just a matter of aesthetics for you.
The orbs look visually more interesting. Not so much in 1 as in 3 and 4. Well, 4 was every orb was the same. 3, every orb had a different face, and I liked that a lot more. The health cross is just visually bland.
It doesn't have any pizzazz to it. I agree with that.
Well, it's easier to tell its purpose than just everything being an orb, though.
Anyway, Ted, meet the Succubus after this load screen.
That's weird, though. Normally, the load screens are kind of integrated semi-well.
It's not actually a load screen. The game hung up.
Stalled,
The game got
yeah.
hung up. Yeah, it doesn't normally do that at the beginning of this cutscene, I don't think. But yeah, meet the Succubus.
It looks like a larva.
Meet the Succubus.
Runga lunga peaked ingredient. Please do not ask about the secret ingredient.
I think the Succubus's name is actually Poison, but I'm not sure about that. That might just be non-canon stuff.
Oh wow, what an endearing boss character.
You missed. My name, by the way?
You know, one of the things about the demons in this game that bugs me is that instead of giving them, you know, a mystical breed of evil, they're just basically the internet. They spew a lot of shit and they say a lot of curse words, and that's about it. Like, even Mundus, sorry. Mundus is just, you know, a bald man who says fuck a lot and has sex with his demon off camera. The shit-eating grin is strong in this cutscene, by the way.
Okay, what the hell? This is not writing. This is me getting in an argument with my brother.
You know, I think someone might have actually just like recorded an argument with their great aunt and used it as this cutscene.
Wow, you got some real resentment towards your great aunt. If that's your typical Sunday morning conversation.
Just distort the voice with some synthesizer. Anyway, you know how I said Trinity Smash was the way to go against bosses? Well, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that a lot.
Oh,
So you get Metalhead. Yeah, we got Wub Wub here. Alright, can I just ask general opinion? What do you guys think of Wub Wub?
Yeah.
Oh well, I like this. I like the special edition ending theme a lot better. But seriously though, I'm okay with techno, not necessarily dubstep.
I'm fine with dubstep depending on the composition. Like, I thought, like, the only thing that really comes to mind, I'm not a music connoisseur, is the Tekken Tag Tournament 2's final boss is basically Wub Wub Wub, but it was actually kind of an okay kind of
Wub Wub Wub.
Yeah. I don't think it's my favorite track in that game by any stretch, but I liked it well enough.
To me, it depends on like the usage of it. Like, you know, like if you're gonna have a wub 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 moment, just have it be a moment and don't have it be
the entire soundtrack.
Yeah, because you know you could say this about any track really. That variation helps keep things from getting repetitive too much. And if the entire track sounds the same, whether it being all wub wub or all brass or all whatever, you know, it's gonna get boring to listen to, or irritating to listen to in the case of wub wubs. So
I have two basic problems with this track in particular. It doesn't sound terrible, but it does sound unfitting to what's going on the screen right now. Also, it basically sounds identical to the boss theme for Mundus, and that bugs me because that battle and this battle should not have music that sounds even remotely similar.
I don't mind dubstep as long as I can tell it has a coherent melody. If it's just noise, then I'm listening to something else.
Unfortunately, that's what most dubstep is, it seems.
Well, most rap is also pretty terrible too, but there's still good examples of that.
Well, 90% of everything is awful, so...
Sturgeon's Law.
You know, that's part of the reason why, you know, why, like, old music tends to get a better reputation, because, you know, like, you know, there's plenty of
we filtered out the bad stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty of awful 80s music out there, it's just, you know, none of that gets played anymore.
Can I call attention to something for a second? The dialogue the Succubus is throwing at you while you fight. She calls you stuff like slimy toss rag and whatnot, and she says, I'm gonna pull off your head, piss down your neck, and shit on your worthless carcass, which is what she's saying now. And, yeah, I don't know. I just think...
This just sounds like me going on Twitter every other day.
I told you she's the internet.
She attacks you with internet death threats.
It's...
But you know, I've never heard the word toss rag used in a conversation, or online or offline or whatever, before this game.
This is just an unpleasant character. I mean, I guess that's the point, but not in a good way. You know, you can have a jerk or an evil character be, you know, good, and this is just...
When you call me a toss rag, you're reaching something, I'm sorry.
Alright. And that's that boss done and over with.
Oh, thank God.
It's a giant slug with arms. I'm not even sure how this qualifies as a succubus.
I don't think it does. Oh, but are we doing a Metroid Escape mission?
Wait, that's the best you can come up with? You're dumped?
Yeah, he needs to talk more with John Claude Van Damme for the good one-liners.
You know, that line could have been good if the conversation it was referencing beforehand had been any good. Because it had to do with his prom date line at the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah, but that was a throwaway line, and that was a throwaway one-liner.
Yeah, well. Anyway, this is the final blow of the boss fight.
Can she vomit on you?
I don't think she can actually do anything here unless you just don't do anything.
This entire
It's
ending
basically-
of the boss is just a cutscene, though.
Yeah, more or less. You get to whack at her hand as she clings for dear life.
Oh, that was awful.
Eee.
Okay, that was unnecessary.
That was a bit gratuitous.
You're all mixed up.
In other news, my internet was failing during this part.
I see, that should have been the one-liner. You've been disconnected from the access point. Fuck you.
Also, we got a demon weapon for some point.
Oh, it is Dante Boom! Oh my god.
No, Dante just got Hulk hands.
No, they're made out of athletic tape. Dante Boom.
Okay, we just beat the Succubus that was you know, pumping the secret ingredient into virility, and we got big hands as a result. Also, this scene.
Are we watching Mundus have sex?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we are. This scene is, I think, the scene where half the players of this game just gave up.
Succubus.
Why do people in these things always have sex with their clothes on? That's just really weird.
Oh, well, it's also partly a kink.
Oh, well, true.
What the flying fuck was I watching?
You were watching his mistress pull her skin back on?
So it's just like the bug alien from Men in Black?
Yeah, exactly, actually.
Did he punch her?
No, he punched the window.
Okay.
Anyway, we got Eric's, which is the gauntlets for this game. We're going to be seeing that next part. It's not as fun as Ifrit in Devil May Cry 1, or Gilgamesh in 4, or Beowulf in 3.
Just say you don't like it.
I don't use it much now. Unless I'm mindlessly doing the uppercut and yank back trick, or the slam down and yank back trick. That's pretty much the only fun thing I can say about it. But you do need it to break open certain walls for certain secrets and certain things, so...
Triple S style points.
Yay!